I literally found this book, took photos of it. I should say, found it, researched it, figured out it was worth money, took photos of it, listed it on eBay, and then waited for it to sell. I actually listed this back on January 23rd of this year. I found it on the shelves of my own bookstore, which you guys have seen in many videos, which is the second retail location that I have, which is now open every Saturday. And it was sitting there. I don't remember the price that was actually on it, but the previous owner who I purchased all of the books from, well, technically the daughter, but nonetheless, I purchased thousands of books from them, and this was just sitting on the shelf. And I have still not gone through all of the books. I am slowly going through them I'm talking about that are on the retail space. When I show you the bookstore with all the shelves and all the books, those are the books I'm talking about, not the ones that I've gone through that are in the back, but all of those. And I keep finding high profit rare books, and this is one of them. Now, this book is newer. It's actually from 2005, and it has a barcode. It has an ISBN. So you could just scan it with your Amazon app, and what you would find is that it's a very common book that's not going for much money. Here is the Amazon page on my laptop. I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't show you the app, the Scoutly app, which gives you more information, much more information, like as in how often it's sold, all of the different prices that it's going for. You can see over here, it says hardcover $20, but for merchant fulfilled, it's actually below $10, and FBA, it's $11 and up. So it's a book that you would definitely pass on. However, if you were to open it up, you would see something different. When you actually open the book up, and this is a famous poet, but when you open the book up here, and it's even hard to spot, you actually see her signature here, Mary Oliver. There's no inscription. It's not a big fancy signature. It's not. You could even miss it if you're looking through the book. And I could understand that if you're not in my scenario, but if you're looking through hundreds, if not thousands, of books that are at garage sale / yard sale, or you're in an estate sale or a library book sale, or at a thrift store, et cetera, buying in bulk, picking up books for free, that I would understand that some people would miss this, right? Because it's a newer book. It's, how many books are signed? Not that many in the grand scheme of things, and the book universe, reselling universe, books in general, most of them are not signed. So most people are not going to open this up and see it. However, the reason why I was tipped off is because when I opened it here, they had a price and it said signed, rare, that kind of thing. But nonetheless, it's just a good idea generally to see if a book is signed. And it turned out that this one was, and it turns out that it's super rare. I ended up, which is in the title of the video, ended up selling this for $400. It is rare. There is currently there's no copies of this book on abebooks.com, which is a book selling site for lots of rare and collectible books. They don't have a current copy for sale that is signed. Only eBay does. And so that's the only place I could find it. And when you take a look at that, you see where the prices are. Again, I'm going to show you on my desktop, on my computer, when you actually you type in. Now, it's important here. So Mary Oliver, New and Selected Poems, Volume 2. There's a Volume 1 as well. So put Volume 2 hardcover. Now, when you do that, initially, it shows 66 results because it's showing another one that's Volume 1 because you have the word volume. However, when you sort by lowest first, which is what I did here, it gets rid of the other Volume 1s, and it only shows you the 9 results that are actually the book that you're looking for. So that's just a little tip. Now, the cheapest one, and it doesn't even have an actual photo. It's the stock image. It has a photo, but it's a stock image. The lowest price is $20, and then it kind of creeps up from there. But you will notice, I mean, this one's $37. I don't know why. It jumps up significantly. Here is one that's signed for $650. Same book that I have. Let's see if it has a similar signature. Well, it should. Whoops. They don't show the signature? No way. Wait a minute. They don't show the signature? Whoops. What? Oh. Hold on. Where's the signature? Ah, see, there it is. My bad. So there it is. Similar to mine. I'm blind. Sometimes I'm blind. So that's $650. This one's going for $1,000. It's the same exact book. Oops. There. So same signature, etc. So I don't remember if these two were up there for sale. I believe they were, but I don't know 100% when I researched this. But I do know that there were some for sale that had high prices and they were signed. And I think I do remember the 650. So I'm pretty sure that one was, but I think both of them were. So when I saw that, I decided to go lower because I felt that they wouldn't sell for that much. And when you look at solds, you can select solds, you can see, we'll do, whoops, it ended recently. And you can see that aside from mine, which is right here, that one had sold for $169.79 back in May, or actually this month. So when I listed this had not sold. I don't know if any others had sold. This is only showing 90 days. But at any rate, I decided based on the current prices, I felt like that was too high. So I decided I priced it for $4.99, which is a bit under and felt more reasonable. And then I waited, what is that? From January to May, it sold yesterday, May 29th. So it took just over 4 months for it to sell for $400, which was an offer I took off of the $4.99. I'm completely happy with that. This is a book, again, that I pulled off the shelf for books that I've already paid for, that have paid for themselves. And this is all extra that I'm going through all of these books and continue to find that one Hoople book. I continue to find good books that I sold a couple days ago that I made a video about that sold for $200. Now this one for $400, and I've sold a bunch of others for over $100. So it is worth researching. All I do is on my phone, I go to eBay first. If I don't find enough information there, if I need more, I go to Abe Books, which is over here. And when you type in the same thing, Mary Oliver, new and selected, poems, volume 2, hardcover signed, they have 14 results. However, they don't have any. I'm sorry, did I put signed? I did. Let me see. Actually, when I put signed, it doesn't show any results. So this is actually without it, without signed in there. In the search query, it only goes up to, the top one is, what, like $45? So they don't have a signed copy. And of course, I look on Amazon. But when it comes to something that's signed, I really only look, I typically only look on eBay and Abe Books. And if I can't find anything there, I'll just do a general Google search to see if there's a copy anywhere that is for sale. It could be on Biblio. It could be on, a random person's collectible antique seller, bookseller's website, that kind of thing. But typically I find, 99% of the time, majority of the time I find my information between eBay and Abe Books. So when you come across a signed book, you got to do your research. Not every signed book is worth money, and not every signed book is worth hundreds of dollars. This is one of the higher price books I've sold in a few months. I've sold other books for $600+, but this is one that will definitely remember. And so if you ever come across Mary Oliver, New and Selected Poems, Volume 2, signed, I would definitely pick it up and list it. Now, list it a little more reasonable. $650, $1,000 is too high. I don't know why they don't drop their prices. I mean, the other copy sold for $170, which I think is too low. Obviously, someone's willing to pay $400 for it, and it's in great condition. So yeah. So do your research. Don't be afraid to open the book and look to see if something is signed. Does that mean every single book you scan for Amazon, you should look to see if it's signed? No. Unless you know that there are signed books in there and someone has told you, or you're finding a lot of signed books, then you definitely don't want to look in every single book because chances are you're wasting your time. But if you have been told that there's a lot of signed books, or obviously it says signed on the spine or somewhere, then you should definitely at least take the time to look it up and see if it's worth reselling. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Take care.